Good morning. My name is Tamika Seaton, Executive Consultant with Grow Your Nonprofit. Welcome to another edition of my segment where I teach nonprofits how to be profitable and raise more money on Leap Heads Live. Grow Your Nonprofit helps small, startup, and stagnant nonprofits grow through fundraising strategies, strategic planning, fundraising support, and so much more. Before we get started, I would like to thank the sponsors of my segment. Hodges University with a campus in Fort Myers. Stay near, go far. They change lives for the better. Trinity Life Foundation, Naples, founded on the principle of making a difference for at-risk minority youth in Collier County. Baxters, founded by the Wellness Ministry of Emmanuel Communities and funded by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to raise awareness of COVID-19 and the vaccines in the Black and Brown communities to reduce the health disparities. AVID, that stands for the Associations of Haitians Living Abroad, founded to empower Haitian immigrants through financial literacy, education, helping them gain access to community resources, and so much more. Today, we're going to talk about 8 strategies for building stronger relationships with your donors. Donors are so important because they help create sustainability for your nonprofit. Strategy 1, start engaging early. What we mean by that, when your donor makes that first donation, you have to engage your donor to let them know the impact of their donation, because guess what? 5 out of 6 new donors never donate again to an organization because they never engage their donors. So we want to do that. We also want to look at strategy number 2, looking out for new points of connection. And what that means is such as sharing a quarterly report. During quarter 1, we helped 5,000 people. We helped them with clothing. We helped them with shelter. Pictures, stories, videos. That's very important so that the donor can see how their investment, that's right, investment is helping and making a difference, making it personal. Sometimes we want to have our recipients of the program look right in the camera and talk right to that specific donor, such as, Mr. Jones, thank you so much for your generosity. Because of you, we were able to eat one night for our entire family. Thank you so much. So making that personal connection is very important. Number 4, being transparent and demonstrating impact. Being transparent if your nonprofit is having issues or there's a way a donor can help you, be transparent, be open. Your donor is there because they believe in your mission. That's why they made an investment in your organization. For example, during the pandemic, a lot of nonprofits unfortunately did not communicate with their donors because they assumed, oh, it's the pandemic, donors are not donating. Guess what? I helped a client with a virtual event because they couldn't have their in-person event. We communicated with the donors and let them know everything that we were doing, the impact we still wanted to make. And guess what? We ended up raising more money than our live event. Of course, we didn't have all of the same expenses of having a venue and food and such, but donors still want to get involved. They may not donate the maximum they would have donated, but they still want to donate and make an impact. Number 5, don't be shy to share your challenges. And that's kind of go back to what we talked about, being transparent, being authentic, letting them know maybe some of your participants, some of the issues they're having. If you have a tutoring program and perhaps the donors can be a volunteer as a mentor, just getting them involved. Step number 6, be systematic. In everything we do in life, we want to take a systematic approach and be intentional with what we're doing. You know, nonprofits need to invest in building systems such as a donor management software. Within that software, they have something that's called moves management, which is automated. So say you put a donor in the database, you could put a ticker in that database to say, in 3 months, I'm going to reach out to Mr. Jones, pick up the phone, just call him and ask him how he's doing. December, we know that's Mr. Jones' birthday. We will receive an email. We want to reach out to Mr. Jones. Guess what? Mr. Jones is going to be ecstatic. You remembered my birthday? How great is that? Number 7, remembering to say thank you. You will be amazed as to how many nonprofits do not write a simple thank you letter to donors when they donate, even if it's an in-kind donation, such as, say, back to school supplies they've donated to you, or even a financial contribution. Guess what? If you don't send out a thank you letter, more than likely that donor will not donate again to your nonprofit. Number 8, accept help in other ways. So sometimes donors test you. They will give, say, $5, and just to see how you're going to thank them, if you will even acknowledge it. I know of some organizations that won't even send out a thank you letter unless it's over a certain amount. You should never do that. I've heard of a story of a particular donor who's donated $25. $25 for 20 years. Guess what? That donor didn't have any family. And because that nonprofit stayed in touch, stayed engaged, let them know the impact they were making, that donor left that nonprofit in their estate plans. What do we mean by estate plans? Estate plans is your will or your trust. Your donor can leave you property, artwork, 100% as a beneficiary in their life insurance, and that's unrestricted dollars. Imagine that impact that can make your nonprofit to creating your sustainable nonprofit. So those were our quick 8 strategies. So I hope that you had a takeaway and that you implement some of these strategies into your nonprofit. Well, guys, that's my time. Thanks again for tuning in, and thank you for your support. Are you a small startup or stagnant nonprofit who want to grow? Call me today for your free 30-minute consultation at 239-293-2009. You see my website on the screen. Review it. Stay tuned, and we'll be back with more Lee Pitts Live. Also, did you know that Grow Your Nonprofit has a new podcast lounge? Check out our website at growyournonprofit.com. Our podcast is also available for the community, for nonprofits and for-profits to record their podcasts. We'll help you with the process, and it's a really beautiful lounge. So for more information, check us out, Grow Your Nonprofit. We have a tab on our website for podcasting. Thank you so much, and have a great day.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hello everybody, this is Lee. I'm so glad that you watched that particular show, and if you enjoyed that show, we got other shows like that. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel, watch Lee Pitts Live on demand anytime, and also hit us up on all our social media platforms. Just type in Lee Pitts Live, and there you go.